Okay, I hear this Halloween coming up here, and I'm with an old friend of mine, Miss Steve Erie.
How are you?
I am fine. I hope they're fine. There's a lot of stuff goes on in your place.
It certainly does.
Yeah, I always said that you're a guy who has a big heart because of the cystic fibrosis and the juvenile cystic fibrosis, and you were doing that around President's Day and Valentine's Day and all
30,
that.
30 years this year. It'll be the 30th anniversary of that event. It should be a real good one.
I beamed in there a long time ago. I actually did.
I
I met
recall.
I met some good people in there. Still know them. So tell me, what is this coming up?
All right, so my girl Julia Fisher, she's one of my head cook and bottle washers over there at Mr. Beery's. She's running a thing called HorrorCon. It's going to be on October 12th. That's a couple of weeks from now, and it's going to be interactive horror. The girl that was the star of Frankenhooker, we're doing a Q&A. She's coming in. There's going to be a Q&A. We're going to show Frankenhooker. There's going to be an interactive play going on during this. There's going to be a scavenger hunt. There's going to be vendors. There's going to be an Italian food station. It's an incredible event. This is our second one. Julia knocks it out of the park. I can't thank her enough for making this happen. And I hope that you, being
I want to go there. I want to go.
being a real spook and everything.
I get invited, because there's always, you never know with these things. But if I'm invited,
She's going to be on it. Maybe you can.
we'll
look
put
that
her
up.
name across underneath us.
Okay,
How's
yeah,
that?
she's coming in. There's going to be a Q&A. We're going to show Frankenhooker. There's going to be an interactive play going on during this. There's going to be a scavenger hunt. There's going to be vendors. There's going to be an Italian food station. It's an incredible event. This is our second one. Julia knocks it out of the park. I can't thank her enough for making this happen. And I hope that you, being
I want to go there. I want to
being,
go. I
being a
wanna-
real spook and everything.
I get invited, because there's always, you never know with these things. But if I'm invited, I will be there. Let me ask you: is this going to do the backyard thing, behind the door, or how do you
There's
do
going to
this?
be all the vendors will be outside. Hopefully, with the
Okay.
weather permitting,
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
going to be having some. We'll have a couple of tents out there. And
Right.
I think we have 12 different vendors already. So I think
Wow.
all the vending spots have been sold out.
I love it.
So,
I love it. I was a vendor at these things too.
There's a whole arsenal of cool stuff. Julie's got things. There's drink specials. There's specialty drinks that she's making. Was sponsored by, I think, Barrier Brewing sponsoring us. It's a big deal, and she did such a great job with it last year that we had to do it again. And we also, after that show, we have the Tom Bennett birthday party,
Okay.
which is going to be that night. And I think it's Cover Me Bad's going to be there. So there's going to be 3 bands dressing up as other bands.
Okay.
So it's
Really?
it's a whole night of Halloween
Is there
fun.
a stage open during this event, or the stage is closed? What's your plan?
The stage is gonna be a big screen,
Screening.
so we can where the stage is, so we can put so we can have
a screening.
Yeah,
More or less. Okay.
show the film and have her do the Q&A.
Let me tell them what I was trying to do. It ain't going to work this time, but it's going to happen. I hooked up with this guy years ago, this unknown guy who's in walking distance. A lot of you guys might know him, D. Harris, and he has a band. He has a bass player, and Steve. We're on the same page. And the bass player, and they asked if I can do a band with them with my stuff. And the only place that I really want to do this is where I met everybody. So I have not got to the open mic, which you did tell me to come in. I intend to.
Every Thursday for 30 years.
All right, so that's what I wanted to say. I want to mention this because it's coming up, and we're in Spooktober or Horrortober, whatever. I don't get in trouble with anybody, but this is the season to do it, and Steve's the place to go.
Zenbach.
Zenbach. That's right, Zenbach. Thank you, Steve.
Zenbachtober.
Thank you.
Thank you, my friend.
Classic.